see, this is my first video of the new year. I was away in California and I came back and I've been doing a bunch of other stuff, and I haven't bloomed in so long. So I got really inspired. Last week, Mitchell from Rain and Pores took one of my old color combos from like 2 years ago and vamped it up a bit and redid it on a big table. So go check out his videos, because he does like start to finish, how to prep tables, paint tables, resin tables, all that, Rain and Pores. What that inspired me to do was actually revisit this color combo because it is really pretty. So let's talk about what it is. Why don't I hold them all up at kind of once? You know how I love doing that. So for the pigments, I'll do that. For the pigments, oh gosh, hold on, I didn't close this. Really pretty, so we're going warm, okay? So we have Ore, Sequins, which is the red interference, Grenache, which is a red I rarely use but so pretty, and Golden Peach, one of my favorites. So we're going pinks and reds, and the tubies that we're gonna use. Now, when I did this color combo, TLP didn't have a lot of the colors. So TLP at the time didn't have cinnamon. So I used Amsterdam Copper, Golden Magenta, Cad Red Light, and I want to talk about this in a minute, and good old Titanium White, my pouring medium. I want to talk about these two. First of all, I'm a portrait painter, and I love this color for a pop of color in my portraits. It doesn't really translate to blooms that well, but it is for a nice pop of color. So if you're using this color, Cad Red Light, use it very sparingly. Number two, I used opaque Amsterdam in my pouring medium. I don't usually do that anymore. I use the zinc white or mixing white because it is transparent. So you gotta be careful when you're using opaques as well. So we'll see what happens. What was I gonna say? Oh, did I say I mixed all these colors live on my Facebook page last week, if you wanna check that out. So the base that we're gonna use, by the way, Sherwin-Williams Color to Go Black. Now, I wonder, so a few years ago, my pouring medium was really thin, and that's why my blooms looked very different. They looked not as cell, I'm just peeling paint over here, not as cell popping, but really more flowy. And you know what? I really love the flowy look. And then I just kind of started getting into doing thicker, I suppose. And I kind of stuck with it. And also, back in the day, I only put like a little bit of cell activator. So again, there wasn't a lot of cells. There was like maybe some in the middle, but more flowy. So it did end up looking more like a Dutch pour because of the thin paints and no cell activator. So I'm wondering if I should try to do that again. I don't know, because my paints right now, they're not thick, but I would have to thin them down a bit, and I don't know if I want to do that. You know what, maybe I'll just start with less cell activator and blowing out more, meaning sometimes, especially with dark pillow, I don't mind blowing into the pillow purposefully to have like flowy petals. So you might ask what I've been doing, and I've been painting some portraits. I haven't done it in a while. I'll show you. I'll pause right now and show you what I've just been doing. And that was Tupac, and I'm actually thinking of making a class of how to paint with your brush, and then eventually being able to alter and paint over maybe paintings you don't like, because I have so many laying around that would look good embellished, but you don't know what to do. So I was thinking of doing like a 6-week class of painting flowers or figures or something, and you can be a very beginner and just learn how to start seeing shapes and stuff like that. So if you would be interested in that class, let me know in the comments. And should be fun, 6 weeks, and it's gonna be like no pressure, beginners. We'll see how it goes. I haven't totally figured it out yet. I just want to make sure that people would actually be interested. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it on this. This is a 12-incher, I just have to measure. I'm gonna make it flowy. Let's get to work. Okay, got the 12-incher down. Let's see how much of this one we got left. Now I do want some negative space. Okay, we'll need a little bit more, but this does flow a lot. Just be aware of that. Ooh. Okay, ooh, what is this? Oh, anchors away. I almost did the wrong. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I don't want to, fine. I'm just gonna mix her up a bit because she's a little separated. When you got anchors away, which is the blue that I really like, they actually mix it with magenta. So sometimes you really have to mix it well and get that magenta mixed in. It's such a pretty color though. Just gonna put it around the edges. You're not gonna see it when I spin it out. And I don't really need so much. Oops, get that bloopy out. So yeah, I've been doing some of that painting, and I was really nervous because I haven't done that sort of painting in so long. And you know, you're afraid, or I got afraid that I might forget or be a little tight with it, you know what I mean? So I was happily surprised. But my problem is, so when I do, you know how I like to do things fast, right? And part of the reason I like the bloom is because it's like, you do it and it's done. Portraits obviously take a little longer, but I could only do it, I think, in one sitting. Meaning, like, I'm in the energy and I'm doing the painting and I'm doing it and it takes me a couple hours. That's what happened with that painting. So that took me, like, throughout the day, maybe 3 hours or so. But if I don't finish it that day and I go back and look at it the next day, like, my energy is kind of not into it anymore. And I have to really force myself to finish it because that piece, I haven't made my cell activator yet. That piece, why don't I move this and you can watch me make my cell activator. That 2-pot piece I haven't finished, but I don't know if I can even get back in the energy. So what I did was, for my cell activator, Aussie Floetrol, you get it at Fluid Arts Company. I don't measure, as you know. I would say this is like under 2 ounces, okay? The reason you don't measure is because every bottle these days, especially, is different, the consistency. So you've got to go with what it looks like. So I'm gonna go bloop, like that. We'll see how that goes. Some bottles have been thinner than others. Mixy mix. Now, you know I like a thicker cell activator. However, maybe I should make it a little thinner because back in the day, I don't think I liked it that thick. And also, I'm not going to be putting as much and I want it more flowy because we're going for the flowy look. So I might have to thin this down. Now, yeah. Regardless, even if I was doing a regular 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's like, I would thin it down regardless for regular cell activator, just a touch. But for this one, we're gonna do a little bit more than a touch. When I do my cell activator, you know, I like it to drip for about 5 seconds. That's just kind of my thing. Okay, mixy mix. Mixy mix. How are we doing? I do, see, this is what my normal consistency is. I do like it to have a bit of a bite. I like it to stand up for a second before it sinks. But let's see the drip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, still a little thick, eh? But this is why it's important to eyeball and know what you're looking for. Same thing with your pouring medium. I have a bunch of pouring mixing videos. You can look in the you know, where I write all the words, what's it called? Description for a bunch of videos. Okay, this should be good. Okay, back to actually painting. Okay, here we go. Let's see, are we centered? Okay, so the way I layered it in the video was also funny. I'm such a funny character. First of all, we were off center. I don't know if we're gonna do that. Okay, so I'm gonna start with ore. Maybe I'll do a little off center, just a bit, right? Okay, so I'm putting only a little bit of paint because that's what I used to do, I think, okay? So on top of this ore, I'm putting the titanium white, and I'm going to be careful. Oh, see, has it thickened up? Yeah, see, that's quite thick. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but you know, we're kind of going, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of my josonja gloss. You can get it at Floetrol Company, just to thin it out. By the way, I've made a whole Amazon list for everything that Floetrol Company doesn't have, and for other things that I use for painting. Also, still thick, in my description, you can click on my Amazon link, and I have a list of a bunch of stuff that I use to bloom. So much stuff you have to use. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do just a little bit, okay? Like, we're not gonna go crazy, just like, that's it, okay? So, in my original, I did half of one color, half of another color. So what I did, is, because we wanna be careful with this too, which is also thick, I'm gonna drizzle it. We're gonna go half cad red light, okay? And then half of the copper. Oh my goodness. All right, we have to thin that one down for sure. I hope it doesn't look too weird. The original, actually, my friend Billy has. It's very pretty. Maybe it was an accident. Okay, here, oops, here's the copper. Okay, and then on top of the cad red light goes the beautiful grenache. Okay, and on the other side goes the beautiful golden peach. Do I already have too much paint? I feel like I do. And then for some reason, I did 1/3 of the sequins. Maybe I'll do the top half, right? Like this, I don't know. Okay, and then I covered it in the magenta. What do you think? Are we nervous? As usual. Okay, here's the magenta. How are we looking? A little thick, Lisa Marvin, but whatever. Whatever? I don't know. Normally when you say whatever, it doesn't end up well. Okay, now, I probably should move my paints over, but shoot, I was trying to paint. I want to move paint over a little bit. Now, remember, I'm only putting a little bit of Cell Activator, and I'm going to be blowing a lot, right? Okay, here we go. Cell Activator. First blow of the years, guys. Of the year, not the years. Okay, bloop. Like just a little bit, right? I usually don't put such a little amount. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Right? I mean, what are you gonna do? Definitely, hold on, there's some. I need what's called a skewer, and I used to have 100 skewer. Oh, here they are, hold on. Okay. So, it's pretty. Definitely. I just have a little something in there. Not like whatever, let's spin it. Like, I can't complain yet, right? Let me spin a little carefully to see how she goes. Like, pretty colors. I don't hate it. It's flowy. It's something. Definitely have to do another one or something. I don't know what I would do differently yet, though. It's kind of like a pretty thing. Definitely not going to be like negative spacey, but that's okay. Negative spacey. I do love sequins and magenta together. Really pretty. How much more? Only a little bit more. Okay, it's pretty. Listen, I can't complain, right? First blow of the year didn't go so bad. I did get lightheaded though. Is it kind of like exercise that if you don't do it for a bit, like it's hard to, I don't know. Okay, it's pretty. So there, right? Can you guys see? Okay, I'm going to do a close-up. Like, what am I gonna do next? This is pretty, I think, right? Am I crazy? Could be pretty. Okay, I'll do a close-up. Be right back. Okay, for the next one, I figured I'd do a square because that's what the original was on. The original, this is a 12-inch square. The original was smaller, but whatever. We'll just do this because it's already wet underneath. Okay, and I am gonna do side bloom. So the original was, oh, you know what? I'll try to find a picture of it. I don't know if I even have it. The original was like a side bloom with those flowy things and only like a little bit of cells. I have a new can to open. Over here. No, I do not. That's anchors away. T.O., I should have organized this before I pressed play. But talk amongst yourselves. Anchors away. I'm filled with anchors away. Wait a minute. All right. Here we go. Tricorn black. Those are definitely two of my favorite colors, for sure. I should branch out a bit more, but, you know. Oh, gosh. There we go. All right, there we go. Tricorn black. Now, again, I don't want to put too much, but you know how it is. And watch out for those blues. Okay. I'm gonna go like this much, and then we'll see how it goes. I have a lot of fun color combos that I want to redo. I'll just use my finger. Because it's easy to get kind of stuck in, you know, color combo rut. So sometimes going through old pictures, I actually have a couple, really help, especially like because a few years ago I was just a nut. I was just doing crazy colors that didn't even make sense, you know. Okay, now this might be a little too much, but whatever. I'm just gonna even her out a bit here, bring her back down a little bit so I can blow it out. Okay, we are ready. Can you see? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, and I'm gonna put her right here, okay? So we are going, and you'll tell me, my mom, who's a traditional artist, but she's open-minded, but she hates circle, oops, that was a weird bloop, hold on. She hates paintings on circular substrates. hold on, what is that? Gross. She prefers square. I actually prefer circular for the most part. I mean, I know that's a lot of gold. Sometimes, you know, but I don't know. I love the look of circular, especially with flowers more. So it'll be a good, so thick. It'll be a good test to see which ones you like better. Okay, and I'm gonna do halvesies, halvesies. I really like this red a lot. It's just, if you use too much of it, you know, it really takes over. Okay. And here we go. Bloopity boo. By the way, if you notice, I don't know if you noticed, the close-up I did of my last piece was a little bit longer than normal. There's a reason. There's some rude woman who commented on many of my YouTubes that she has to sit through me blathering for so long making the piece, and why do I only show a few seconds of the finished result? Because all the other YouTubers really milk the final result because my pieces are beautiful. Now, so it's kind of like really big insults, right? But then she threw in my pieces are beautiful and she wants to see them longer. But the delivery was a bit off. Regardless, the reason I go so quick is because I don't want to bore people. And I figure it's like they saw me do it. Like, why do I got to milk the final result? However, I do take all of your suggestions, rude or not, into consideration. So today, because I remembered, I probably won't remember again. Today, because I remembered, I'm going to milk the final beauteous result and celebrate how amazingly talented I am. Thank you. Now already this is probably too much. Let's see. Do I want to... I'm gonna thin this just a touch more for funsies. People are so funny. I'm pretty lucky. I mean, you know, I get not so much on my YouTube, but I do get really hilarious people who follow me know, like, I get people yelling at me because they think I'm blowing on cake. They call me disgusting, or this isn't art, whatever. That stuff doesn't really bother me. You kind of have to have a thick skin. I think it's funny. Okay, ready? Oh Lord, here we go. Okay. Kind of samesies, right? Same as before. It's cute. Hopefully this will sink a bit more. Okay. Let's see. Now, I don't want it, normally I might try to blow into this more, but if I blow into it more, it won't really tilt much. It won't move much together. So, you know, these are really pretty though, I'm not gonna lie. This is a really, if it stayed just like this, which it won't, but I just, it's really pretty, cute cells. Okay, come on, Lisa Marvin, here we go. All right. Okay. She's a cutie patoots. She would have looked cute maybe with a double bloom, but also I would have put less paint so I didn't have to spin her out as much. But she's definitely cute. I'm not gonna be mad at her. You know what I mean? She's just trying her best to live her little life as a little bloom on the corner of life. Okay, we're gonna switch her around a bit here. I do entertain myself, I have to say. Okay, what I do, there's a little Grenache drop here, which is fine, but you know. Bloopity blue. Here we go. Okay. Yep. I think, oh, there's a little hold on, a little buble right here. I don't know how much more I actually have to spin. It does look a little weird. So I'm gonna stretch her out this way, right? So yes, this color combo, I adore, I do. I am a pink girl, as you know. I want to stretch this out a lot more though, because I don't like her placement as of yet. Let's go this way. You know, she really just got to get her act together here. Okay. I really, really like it. I just hope that she can stretch enough to get her to where I want to be, because right now she's ugly. No, she's not ugly. She's just... Okay, let's keep spinning and hope for the best. I might have to redo her, guys. Don't be sad. Or am I making a double? I don't know. Composition is so important. Even if you have a nice one, like the composition looks a little silly right now because she wasn't moving. She's a little too much to the side probably. Colors, bomb. You know what? I'm just gonna totally spin it out. I think, don't cry, but I think I'm gonna redo because, you know, yeah. So normally what was she doing? She was like this, but now, yeah. Like, these are one of those things where it's sad to ruin a pretty thing, but also I know, so this is the way I'm looking at it. I know that I'm not happy with this space around the side. It's just not a perfect thing for me, you know? So to fix that, what I will do is next time not put her so much off to the side, because I have to remember that this is a 12-incher. So you really do have to think about space and where you put things. Really pretty though. Sorry, little lady, but you gotta go. Yeah. So I hope you guys agree with me. We know that it worked, just not great. Now, another cool thing you could do, sometimes what I like to do, well, I might have spun it too much off, is somehow keep, let's see if we can keep a bit of the outline of what I've already done. Because you can't rebloom over it because it's very thin right now, so you are gonna need more paint. But maybe sometimes you get, I don't think we will on this one, but you get some of the outline of what you've already done. Are we going double bloomlay? All right, let's go double bloomlay. Switch it up. Because I love these colors and I just have to put way less paint if we're gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like I only want a few spins and that's it. So I'm gonna make her really thin. Not too thin though, but really thin, like this. There's a piece of something in here. Okay, is it gone? I don't know what that is. Okay, now, so we're pretty thin and yeah, okay. Let's do it, right? Because we had a full, well, do I or do I? It's so hard to say, whatever. I'll go double. Try not to drip black paint everywhere. So oh, see I'm dripping. I'm gonna switch because I don't want to get black paint on things. I hope I have another pair of gloves. We're gonna go, I have one glove here. And I've got one glove only. So this is gonna be my, you know, my hands are gonna get dirty, whatever. Okay, so we are going or, I don't know, I don't know what that is. Okay, or, okay? We are going a bit of white, just a bit, and a bit of white, a bit. Oopsie. We are going halvesies, and why don't I do the other half? Because I'm a nut. Halvesies. Okay. Then we are going copper and copper. If you want a nice copper, check out the cinnamon from TLP. It's like so sparkly and in your face in a nice way. Here we go, Grenache. Okay. Grenache. Okay. We have this, golden peach. Golden peach. And I'm gonna do top sequins, bottom sequins, right? Because we're fun. Sequins and sequins. And magenta, magenta. Magenta and magenta. Okay. Right? We feeling good about this? I'm not so sure. All right. Here we go. Oops, shit sticks. Okay, let's go. Okay, I did a little double drop of the cell activator there. All right, this side, we're gonna be more careful. Okay, here we go. That also looks pretty. I do have a head rush. I think some parts of my paints are too thick, but really pretty spots in certain places. Okay, so I'm gonna start spinning and then we'll start moving, okay? And then I'll start, I'll do a bit of skewering if I need to. Okay, I see that edge is moving. Let's go this way a little bit. Okay. I don't want to have to spin too much. But it's looking pretty, if you ask me. I will spin a little bit off this side a bit more. Okay. Yep. Okay, a little buble right here. Buble. All right. Oh, middle needs a bit more spun. She's looking cute though. I like her. I hope you guys agree. I like her much better than the first one, composition wise anyways. You know what I mean? The middle still has a bit to go. So there you go. Which one do you prefer? I might prefer today this double one on the square. Don't tell my mom. But I don't know. The other one has its, pluses too. It's really pretty and flowy. Yeah, I don't hate her. So, also, you guys have a lot to tell me about. Tell me if you're interested in a painting, like a 6-week little painting. Brush painting class. Tell me if you like this color combo. Tell me if you prefer the circle or the square. Tell me if you have any questions about my Amazon link. Also, I'm gonna do a really extravagant close-up for you guys to enjoy of this final gorgeous piece that I made. Okay, I love you guys a lot. I missed you. I miss painting. I hope you liked the first video of the year. See you guys later. Bye.